Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
A fairly large record producer started making some calls about a singer he had working out of his studio. By the time all of the ink was dry, she was just shy of being legal. But that didn't stop the mogul. He liked to sample the new talent. He was sampling her on a fairly regular basis, but he was also involved with the current A-plus list singer who was in his face every day. And this could allegedly be Beyonce.
Hey folks, welcome back to our juicy corner of the internet where we spill the tea hotter than your morning coffee. Today, we're diving into the latest bombshell dropped by the unstoppable force that is Jaguar Wright. Brace yourselves because she's calling out Jay-Z and it's not pretty. Now picture this, a big shot record producer, a fresh-faced singer, and a scandalous love triangle that's straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. We're talking about a mogul who couldn't resist the allure of new talent, even if it meant dancing on the edge of legality. Our mogul isn't just cozying up to the rising star, he's also entangled with none other than the A-plus list sensation, allegedly Beyonce herself. Yes, we're pointing fingers at Jay-Z here, but guess what? Jay-Z's been as silent as a library during finals week amid all these allegations about his good old pal Diddy. Why? Well, according to Jaguar Wright, it's because Jay-Z is not just another monster, he's a worse one. Well, according to a spine-chilling blind item, Jay-Z allegedly had some inappropriate dealings with a singer signed to his label when she was still a minor. And when Queen Bey found out, it wasn't just drama, it was career sabotage. That's right, blackballing at its finest, but the grapevine is buzzing that this alleged victim isn't the only one, and Jaguar is here to spill all the piping hot tea on what Jay-Z and Diddy have in common. Now, I know what you're thinking. Didn't Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy open Pandora's box? Oh, it sure did, and now Jay-Z might be next on the exposed train. Jaguar, the clairvoyant of the music industry, predicted this years ago. Back when she first spoke out against Jay-Z, people called her crazy. But guess what? Her story hasn't changed, and she's shouting from the rooftops that Jay-Z is even worse than Diddy. Let's talk about a new blind item floating around the social media realm. It involves none other than Tiara Marie, a singer who Jay-Z signed at the tender age of 16. Now, Tiara was discovered by the legendary L.A. Reid, who thought she'd be a bigger star than Rihanna. But here comes the plot twist. Beyonce allegedly threw a wrench into those plans when she told the label to shift their focus to Rihanna. And what's this blind item saying? Well, it's claiming that Diddy's interference was all because Queen Bey discovered Jay-Z was allegedly messing around with Tiara Marie. But the plot doesn't end there. It suggests that Tiara was passed around like a hot potato from L.A. Reid to Ray, who was apparently knee-deep in the shady business of controlling young female artists. We're talking about Tiara Marie, the rising star who was once under Jay-Z's wing. Fast forward to 2006, and things got spicy. Ray J swooped in and brought Tiara to Jay-Z's attention, but soon after, Tiara found herself in the hands of someone we won't name directly. But let's just say he's into corn stars and has a famous sibling. Yep, you guessed it. Now, this mysterious figure with a knack for controlling vulnerable women took the reins of Tiara's career. He introduced her to an A-plus list rapper and mogul, none other than Jay-Z himself. Allegedly, a romance sparked between Ray J, Tiara, and Jay-Z, but here's where it gets really interesting. Jay-Z signed Tiara to Def Jam, dropped her from his label the same year, and left us all scratching our heads. Let's rewind the clock to 2005. Tiara drops her first album. Rockefeller Records presents Tiara Marie, and it's a hit. We're talking number 5 on the Billboard 200, number 2 on the top R&B and hip-hop albums chart. She's on fire. Fast forward to 2006, and Tiara's working on her second album when out of the blue, the production comes to a screeching halt. Why? Well, Tiara gets a call right before her high school graduation, and Def Jam tells her they're dropping her. Tiara said she never heard from Jay-Z again. Can we just pause and imagine? Prom night, getting ready for the glitz and glam, and bam, she gets the "we're letting you go" call. Not cool, Jay-Z. In her own words, Tiara was shocked and sad because Mr. Carter himself didn't even have the decency to give her a heads up. But here's the twist. According to Tiara, Jay-Z initially played the father figure card. He was the mentor, the protector, the guiding light. However, when it came time to say goodbye, he was MIA. Tiara, just like Cassie in her lawsuit against Diddy, found herself in a similar narrative. Diddy played the father figure too, emphasizing the age and power dynamic. So rumor has it that Jay-Z and Tiara had a little more than just a professional relationship. Queen Bey caught wind of it, and let's just say she wasn't too thrilled. But wait, there's more. Ray J allegedly had his eyes on Tiara too. Drama alert. Jay-Z, in a swift move, dropped Tiara, blacklisted her, and essentially hit the mute button on her career. Now, rewind to the beginning of this mess. Tiara was just a hair's breadth away from being legal, but did that stop our mogul from sampling the new talent? Absolutely not. He liked to sample and he was doing it on the regular, but here's the twist. He was also tangled up with an A+ list singer, and rumors are flying that it could be none other than Beyonce herself. Double trouble, anyone? But wait, who's this mysterious corn star in charge of Tiara's career? He's got his own beef with the mogul. He apparently told Jay-Z, hands off the singer. Talk about a power struggle in the backstage drama. Now fast forward to the aftermath. The news hit the streets. No record deals for Tiara. Imagine being dropped from Def Jam, facing a career block, and getting the cold shoulder from the entire industry. It's a recipe for disaster, and Tiara found herself struggling with substance issues, landing her in rehab. Many speculate it's the consequence of diving into the industry at such a tender age. But hold on, Tiara isn't the only one Jay-Z is accused of grooming. The list goes on and it's jaw-dropping. Foxy Brown at 14 meeting Beyonce at 16 while he was 28. These allegations are making our heads spin. And let's not forget the persistent rumors about Jay-Z's involvement in Aaliyah's tragic death. Dame Dash, Aaliyah's ex, spilled the tea, revealing Jay-Z's close ties with R. Kelly, even after learning about the illegal marriage to Aaliyah at the tender age of 15. Dame Dash dropped truth bombs, saying Jay-Z refused to cut ties with Kelly, and years later they tried to team up for a tour. Talk about a moral challenge. Dash, staying true to his principles, stayed clear of that mess, and guess what? Karma happened. When Aaliyah graced the industry with her presence, Jaguar and Dame Dash both sensed that something was off. Morally, Dame Dash spilled the beans, saying Jay-Z was making moves to win over Aaliyah, but she wasn't having it. No matter how hard Jay-Z tried at those industry parties, Aaliyah had eyes for Dame Dash. Fast forward to 2001, tragedy strikes and Aaliyah passes away in a plane crash in the Bahamas. The same year, Jay-Z and Beyonce made their relationship public, and less than a year later, we got the Best of Both Worlds album with R. Kelly. Yeah, the same R. Kelly who's been in hot water lately. Jaguar Wright, however, isn't letting any secrets be buried. She claims Jay-Z's PR team worked overtime to bury his friendship with R. Kelly. They were tight, making records together, but it seems like the Best of Both Worlds project got swept under the rug. Jaguar even dropped the bomb. Jay-Z was allegedly jealous that Aaliyah chose Dame Dash, and remember, Jaguar was there in the background during Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged in 2001, the year Aaliyah tragically left us. And speaking of Queen Bey, around this time her solo career was facing some turbulence. Remember that Austin Powers Bull record? Yeah, it wasn't exactly lighting up the charts, but then Aaliyah passed away and Q Rich Harrison stepped in, turning things around with Crazy in Love. But hold on, wasn't this also the time Jay-Z and Diddy started clicking up? Yep, you heard it right. According to Jaguar, Jay-Z and Diddy share more than just a bromance. They share a knack for tossing former friends under the bus. She points out that both of them profited from Biggie Smalls' tragic death. It's a shady business, folks, and in her latest interview, Jaguar pulls no punches, claiming Jay-Z is laying low not because he's innocent, but because he's worse than Diddy, smarter, patient, and calculating. But the plot thickens. Jaguar spills the beans about Jay-Z doing something terrible to a woman she loves, someone deep in the industry. She's been fighting for justice for 15 years, and the suspense is killing us. How long can someone be made to suffer for a bad choice? Jay-Z, what did you do? Fans are rallying behind Jaguar, noting that her story has remained consistent throughout the years. They're saying it's just a matter of time until Jay-Z's secrets come tumbling out, just like Diddy's did. One fan even brought up Solange's disdain for Jay-Z, hinting at some serious tension. Another chimed in, claiming Jay-Z has never been loyal to anyone, not even his wife and family. So what's your take on all this? Why did Jay-Z drop Tiara Marie, and do you think Jaguar is onto something with her claims that Jay-Z is worse than Diddy? Hit that subscribe button, like, share, and let's keep this conversation rolling.